Been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff, and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago. Heavily armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. They're both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Colonel, I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod? The longest sled race in the world? When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, there's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No, Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision more easily. But anyway, I know you better than that. You'd take this assignment even without the threat.
Why do you say that?
You're a natural-born soldier. You're not the grow old gracefully type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us? and be a soldier again.
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life. The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
What was that noise? Huh?
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS-transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Yo, so here we are. Welcome, Mr. Spencer and the Harbour so far. There's going to be a lot of downtime in me speaking in these streams, I can see, because at the timer as it's running is 20 minutes. We haven't even watched the briefing. I loaded up the first part of the briefing while I was just getting a couple of bits ready. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk over the cutscenes and things like that, or the codecs. Just going to let them play. Breedo, hello, welcome. Slightly different change of pace tonight. We've all got fond memories of this game, haven't we? It's wicked. As a kid, I thought this was peak video game writing. As a kid, this was peak video game writing. This was a game changer, wasn't it? Come on. And although you can see its age now, I still think it holds up. I think the writing's still pretty good. The acting is, you know, for the time and even now, exceptional. I don't know whether anybody saw me with a bandana and an eye patch. I can't even craft one, I'm afraid. I don't know whether anybody saw me just getting to the lift, but I've already had one alert so far. Just for a quick bit of context, the last time I played this series was, like from start to finish, was in the run-up to Guns of the Patriots. And so that's like 2008. I was very satisfied at the time with Guns of the Patriots. I never really felt the need to go back through the series again. Then when the Phantom Pain came out, I started playing a chronological playthrough. So I did Snake Eater, I did Portable Ops and Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, and then Phantom Pain came out, and it just sort of winded me, that game. I found that quite emotionally unsatisfying, and I just never had the drive to push forward and play the later games chronologically. So I didn't play like Metal Gear 1 or 2 or this or Sons of Liberty or Guns of the Patriots again. So this is the first time I've played this game in 15 years. So there's going to be a lot of rust. I'm not going to be able to remember parts of it, I'm sure. I've never been great at the MGS games anyway. I generally don't tend to have the patience for stealth games, so I tend to make a lot of mistakes. I try and go for things when you really shouldn't. So it's going to be a mess. It's going to be lots of deaths, I assume. The Psycho Mantis part of the controller swapping is going to be interesting, because I'm going to have to work out how to do that on emulation. I assume it's just a simple case of just switching up the ports. I won't need back seating. I'll be all right. But thank you. Let's get this show on the road. I remembered that. Let's go.
A surveillance camera?
That's a surveillance camera. There we go. AJ, hello, welcome. I think DuckStation does actually have a rewind function, doesn't it? Here we go. We're ready to meet Cam Clark. Is it? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yep. There we go.
This is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
It's just hilarious to remember how overblown some of this is. It's just the amount of detail you got there for just basically follow the mice. Just genius. I love this series so much. Phone Natasha as well, that was always funny. The terrible Chinese. Well, it's that criticism which meant in Twin Snakes she dropped the accent. Her and God, and Natasha I think don't have accents in Twin Snakes. Yep, here we go. God, I love the music to this game as well.
Use the elevator to change floors.
Thanks.
There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Imagine liking Twin Snakes more. Oh, I don't mind Twin Snakes. I've told you I've got a soft spot for that. This is, I tell you what though, for its age, this is the amount this game did. It's just ridiculous. What an embarrassment of riches. 1998 was for video game storytelling and things like that. This, Resident Evil 2, Ocarina of Time, Half-Life. These were the games that changed how storytelling was done. I honestly think that 1998 was the most important year we've ever had in gaming, to be honest. For all the advancements and everything that have come technically in the years since, I don't think anything will touch how important this year was. I like Versus, yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't deny it's certainly not the Kitamura angle, because it is. Grim Fandango and Thief that year as well. StarCraft, yeah. See what I mean? Production values on these games are insane. Oh god, I forgot about them. Parasite Eve. FMVs were insane in that. I was 14 years old in 1998. Me too. Thinking about it. Yeah, so was I. I was 14 in 1998. I mean, it was the year I turned 15, but for the majority of it, I was 14.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
When you want to use a ladder, push the action button.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Boomer's in chat.
Oh, kind of damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
You plan to do the entire series? Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? I mean, we'll probably still be doing it in 15 years at this rate, but I'd be game for it if life allows. I'm just discovering the difference between being a video game geek. Full of cheap cider, full of white lightning.
Is that a woman? Not him.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Well, welcome Snow World.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Damn. First death. Can't believe it. Whew.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake?
Snake. That was ridiculous. I had to sit through this. This was back in the days where you had to sit through things like this again. I can't believe how much damage I took. That was crazy.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
keep missing the rations. Still got it.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I think the reason why I died the first time was because I forgot that you have to have rations like equipped to be able to automatically use them. It was an amateur mistake. Need to knock some rust off. Actually save, because I haven't actually saved it yet.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said? The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
You can see where Lion gets all his lines from when he's hitting on with other good games that couldn't get made today. And yeah, AJ, you said about the texture correction thing. I've got it enabled, but for some reason it just texture corrections on, geometry corrections on. Strange. Yeah, for some reason it just doesn't seem to. Yeah, every option you need is on. Integer upscaling. Yeah, odd. Don't know why. Russell91, hello. Mish, hello. Did you know if the lift is not on the floor you're on, you can get it to appear instantly by pressing the lift button a second time? I maybe knew that once upon a time, but certainly not in recent years. There we go, there's me C4. This was just bonkers, wasn't it? This was absolutely ridiculous for 1998, for what you could do. Did you know that in order to climb up a ladder, you need to press the action button? But what button is my action button? How does that help me? I can't remember if it's actually tailored to the GameCube controller in Twin Snakes. Alright. I always appreciate the touch. You can see the top of the fluorescent lights. Yeah, it's ace. If I go back out here, will the guards be here now? Maybe not. Because I'm sure there's a... My memory is hazy, but yeah, I knew there was one up here. I can't remember how essential these rooms are, but... C4! It's hard to play Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain without David. It really is. 556s and pineapples, I seem to remember, was a line that was changed for the game for Twin Snakes, I think, wasn't it? Were they called something different? I'm not used to seeing MGS1 run this fast. The purity. What can I say? The purity of 60 Hz. Five, 6s and grenades. Yeah, it is, isn't it? They don't call them pineapples and that. I think the consultant in the game just said he wrote the line because it sounded cool, has no basis in reality. Well, fair enough. Here we go.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Okay. I'm not very good at this fight because I don't really think there's anything in the way of real strategy. I seem to remember it's just an elaborate game of kiss chase. So I'll do my best.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet through a chamber. All right, I'm alive. Let's go. Hiding won't help you. I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want them.
I love the boss music to this game. Love it.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Out of bullets. Do you get more respawn? I can't quite remember. I'm gonna have to.
I love the smell of porter. You know, that sulphry smell.
There we go.
But to you,
No, don't crouch. Don't go prone. No. There we go. Love to reload during a battle. Only got 8 bullets left. Come back here! Come on, one more round. Oh, missed.
wait a minute.
Gotcha.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton. Who the hell?
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation.
Everyone who knows these top-secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. You know, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card, too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
I will just be back in 1 minute. I'm just going to grab a drink. So, I know we all know it anyway, and I know Mish put it up in chat already, but this is what you had to do. Back in the day, you'd have to get your copy of the game, which this is the American version that I imported. And I have to look on the back of the box, and oh, there it is. It's not very clear because it's dark in here, but it's kind of there. You can't read it at all, but it says 140.15. Out of interest, what do you actually do if you've got the PS1 version? What do you actually have to do if you got the downloaded PS1 version of the PS3 store? Is there does it tell you in the instructions how to proceed? Game facts. Yeah, one of the things that I don't like about Twin Snakes is the fact that they gave each boss their own theme, and they're not very good, and it came at the expense of losing like this theme, the main boss theme. Oh, shit. Ding ding. So, I can't remember if there's any. Is there any level 2 doors in here? Oh yeah, because you get the Farmus now, don't you? But it's a good thing. Already got the thermal goggles, although I can't really see that in this. The classic style night vision goggles before they changed it to more Predator vision from MGS2 Substance onwards. If you still had the Sons of Liberty version, it was still like this. And indeed, yeah, just for completion's sake. There you go. So hit the button and hit it again to make it instantly appear. One moment, one moment. Also in Metal Gear 2, you also had to do the codec. You have to do the codec thing, the radio frequency off the back of the box art as well, I seem to think. I wonder if anyone's ever done a playthrough of this game constantly smoking. Yeah, I'm sure everything has been attempted. I can't believe it was not so long ago, wasn't it? Like a year or two ago, they found out how speedrunners found out how to skip the rappel section. Yes, there's nothing actually. This is level 2. Do the entire game with thermal goggles on, yeah. Ding ding. Ding ding. Level 5. Over there. Oh, what's over there? So comes suppressor. No, it's automatically equipped. I always thought you had to manually equip it. Cigar playthroughs for MGS3. I think if we get around to playing MGS3, I'm gonna have to emulate the PlayStation 2 version so we can actually have the full fucking game. I mean, the HD version's excellent and it runs in a nice 60 frames a second, but damn, losing that Guy Savage minigame. That was close. Cardboard box, the beginning. The beginning. When you stream MGS4, I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Can you play that stupid in-game podcast called Campbell with the Box? I don't know how I'm going to do MGS4 because I haven't got a PC powerful enough to stream it. I mean, it runs in like really good 4K 60 via emulation now. Well, maybe not quite 60 because I think there's still some emulation issues with it. But
what have you got there? A cardboard box?
Yeah, remember that trick?
That's the Snake I remember. Those poor fools won't know what hit them. The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
no, I used to back when I used to play them quite religiously. I used to just sit for ages and until literally like the codecs were exhausted. I don't think we'll be quite doing it on stream because I don't know how exciting that'll be for people, in all honesty. But yeah.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl, everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, All of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
What can I do for you, Snake? Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Okay. Cargo bay door.
Snake, don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open. I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
You mean like a co-op experience? Yeah, absolutely. It's a shame that Peace Walker isn't available on PC or anything, because I think you can do a lot of those missions co-op. Merle. You're going to be doing MGS2? Absolutely. I've got to force Nick to watch that one. God, this takes longer than I thought it did. I think they definitely shortened this time in Twin Snakes.
I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
Hurry up! MGS2 has great boss fights, yeah, really good. I think the final fight is excellent. Certainly, I think the Harrier battle's really good. I think they're all really decent, to be honest. They're good set pieces. I think the series, for the most part, even when you've got like a game that's considered slightly lesser, you know, like even something like Guns of the Patriots, I still think the boss fights for that are pretty decent, you know. Am I missing something here? Do I have to not be in the box? I think Guns of the Patriots is the weakest boss fights in the series. It's fair. It's fair. Get the key out. I'll go and hide in this little room, I think, yeah. Just lay low in this room. She's done it. Probably just had to move away from it.
Unlock the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Merle! I seem to remember there is... yeah, shit.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
One of the things that is surprising me a lot is obviously, you know, we all speak about how good the voice acting is even for 1998. But even going back to it, and bearing in mind it was on 2 PlayStation 1 discs, the audio quality of the audio itself, the actual dialogue, is very high for the time it was made in. Those beams are really hard to see. Yeah, I knew it, and they're really difficult to see. I might actually, I'm gonna die. I remember playing PC rips of the game beforehand, which has all the audio cut off. Oh, really? This is really difficult to see. There's that one. I can see it now. They just all overlap. There we go. When you get the call during the code, you get no response? Okay. They're playing the PC. Oh, so the actual PC, the actual game itself is about 100 megs. Yeah. Right, I am not very good at this fight. I am absolutely not very good at it. I don't even think I ever, back in the day, worked out a decent strategy here. So, expect deaths. Expect lots of deaths.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
I haven't got a mine
Who are
detector.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Yeah, it's Greg Eagles, isn't it?
Mei Ling, how can someone outside of this operation cut into my codec?
You're talking about that guy calling himself Deep Throat. We were monitoring from here.
What about it?
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
Can you tell me where he called from?
I'm sorry. The signal is too weak to locate its source. But I'm sure he's near you, somewhere on the base.
Giant enemy crab. Have you ever seen the MGS3 crab battle video? But possibly not, no. I don't have the mine detector, by the way. Please end the stream with that today. Here we go.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Fucking hell, I'm straight on. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, clearly running at them isn't going to work. My God, what's the stretch? Yep, I can't remember this. It's going to be fun as I try and work this out again. Chaff. That's it, a bit of chaff. That's... Oh, seriously. No, it's fine. Little things like that are fine. I've ultimately played these before, so it's not necessarily spoiling the experience for me. This is not my first rodeo. It's just been a long time, so just like I say, just a little bit rusty. No, let me get closer.
this.
Oh. Got blowed up by my own grenade. That's a stun grenade, not a chaff. Oh man, still a bit ropey with these controls. Oh, that last grenade didn't go off. That's no. There we go.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Nuclear, what is it? Nuclear disarmament or storage facility? Let's go. Not go for too much longer, but we've got a little bit. I don't think that went too bad, really. Once I was reminded of the chaff. You don't need to use chaff when you're close to the tank. Yeah, like I say, I'm knocking some rust off. That didn't go too bad, really. Well, I'll take one death given the time it's been. Because if people missed at the start of the stream, this is the first time I've played this since 2008.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
The funny thing is, and as I'm sure everybody will know in the chat, but if you have the PSG-1 and lie here, you can just shoot through the... You can hit them from a distance in here. If you have the PC version, you can hold down the number pad buttons and Snake keeps the weapons equipped. Awesome. But if you fire in here, the area locks down and gets gas, so it's kind of pointless. Was it was one of the versions of this? Was it Integral? Which you had an MP5 that you could fire in first-person mode. But I think it was only in the Japanese version or the PC version, because over here, Integral had a Nick mode. Yes, could you fire it in first person? I always thought there was an item in here. It had a very easy difficulty. Integral's on PC only, first person. Yeah. Yeah, it's because VR missions was released separately over here, wasn't it? Whereas Integral was only like the PC release, and can't go in the restrooms. Can't even go that way. Oh, hang on. Nikita! In a set piece lifted straight from MGS Metal Gear 2. Integral is available on GOG. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, that Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear Solid, and Metal Gear Solid 2, I think, are available on GOG. Which is bizarre. Where the hell is Metal Gear 2? This game lists a lot of set pieces. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially a remake of Metal Gear 2. For people who haven't played the original. And there's no excuse, because it was released in, you know, the first two games were available in subsistence and in the HD collection, so people should have played them, because the first one's quite, you know, the first one's very much a product of its time now, but Metal Gear 2 is absolutely sensational.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby? Who are you anyway?
Because I died, didn't I? Yeah. So that's the first. The game is treating that like the first time I've had that conversation. I was also going to. Because I haven't spoken to her yet.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
He's the author of The Darkness of Shadow Moses, yeah. In the Darkness of Shadow Moses, yeah.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had all spent, while our desire is got without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Of course, as well, I forget, Ronald Anderson is actually the DARPA chief is Sigint, isn't it? Right, let's see how good I am at this. Ooh. First time. I'll take that. Ames. Look for a man called Ames. Why does this hallway exist? Because video games. Doing some recon. Well, you still actually... Oh no. I didn't realise you still hemorrhaged air when you're put the gas mask on. It just slows it. Just slows it. bad. I don't really want to have to waste that. Just making sure I've got all items before moving on. Well. Hal's lab. The people have got to admit the ninja cutscenes are pretty decent in Twin Snakes.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
It's a ghost.
And unfortunately, that is where I'm going to have to leave it this week. And a little bit of a cliffhanger. So we'll do the Grey Fox fight to kick off next week. I'm going to have to just call it a little bit earlier than I'd anticipated, because I know we've got lengthy cutscenes coming up, and I haven't got time, unfortunately, to do the next section, because it's about, including the boss fight, meeting Emmerich, the cutscenes and everything. We're looking at like something like 40-45 minutes before we can get going again, so I'm going to have to leave that to be the start of the next one, if that's okay.
What is it, Snake?
So I shall save. But that was great fun. That was wicked. Like I say, first time playing that in...
Snake, in China they say you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad breath. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
So yeah. Yeah, thank you, Snow World. Thanks for dropping by. No problem, everybody else. Thanks everybody for watching. That was really, really good fun. And it's amazing how parts of it were coming back to me as I was playing. And God, I love this series. I've kind of, I feel a bit bad because I kind of got burned so hard on the Phantom Pain that it actively put me off playing these games for a number of years. And as I sat here playing it tonight, I'm thinking, like, why have I left it so long? Because I love these games. Like, I really, really do. I have such a great experience and great time playing them. So this has been a lot of fun. Honestly, it's been, you know, a refreshing bout of fun that I've not had in a while, actually. These games are pretty timeless for me, so just play Ground Zeroes, absolutely. Yeah, we'll try and we'll go through as much as we can. I mean, obviously the streams will get longer as the games get longer, but you know, we'll try and get through it, get through the series if we can, in between all the other Resident Evil stuff and things like that. But yeah, this was wicked. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll upload it to YouTube and probably get copyright blocked with some of the... I don't know what Konami are like when people upload YouTube video on demands, but I imagine some of the soundtrack is probably copyright blocked, so that'll be interesting to see what happens there. Other than that, not a hero. probably possibly this week if I get a chance. Get that done. So yeah, wicked. Look forward to getting there. Look forward to getting back to doing this. I play this one the most. Every couple of weeks I do a playthrough. Wow, that is very much dedication. I have an MGS fan here for sure, and I'm for the right reasons. Awesome. Well, have a good rest of the week until I see you all next time. See you on the Discord, and I will see you all very soon. Enjoy your rations. Make sure you've got your cigarettes. And take care for now. Bye bye.